Hi, I'm Chef Carol. And like you, I know which things are good for me to eat. And there are certain vegetables that are very prominent in my diet, for instance, cabbage. But here's the thing, I don't want to eat cabbage the same way all the time. And I am one who has no problem experimenting with food. Today, I'm going to cook cabbage rolls. And this is a recipe that I found in New York Times Cooking. I believe in using things that I have in my house as opposed to running out and just going dot for dot everything that's on a recipe. For instance, this recipe called for diced tomatoes. I had diced tomatoes, but my diced tomatoes had chilies in them. I said to myself, I'll get a little zing in my cabbage rolls. I will be showing you all the things I found in my cabinets. I will tell you what was in the original recipe. Then I will mise en place all of those ingredients and show you how I come to the end product. So let's get to it. To start the cabbage rolls, I'm just going to use things that I have in the house. The recipe calls for kosher salt, green cabbage, olive oil. I'll be using avocado oil, a yellow onion. I'm going to mince the garlic, sweet paprika, black pepper. It asks for ground pork and ground beef. I'm only going to be using ground beef because that's what I have. A tablespoon of tomato paste. I usually freeze it, so I'll just thaw one of these out. It also calls for 1.5 cups of cooked white rice. Since I don't eat rice, I'm going to rice the cauliflower. 1 large egg, slightly beaten. 1/4 cup of fresh dill. I'll be using dill weed. It also calls for tomato sauce. So I found a couple of cans in the cabinet. And it calls for canned diced tomatoes. I have diced tomatoes and green chilies, so mine will have a little kick to it. So what I'm going to do is mise en place these ingredients, then I'll get started putting the cabbage rolls together. I'll see you back here. I have mise en placed all of my ingredients. I have combined the kosher salt, the paprika, and the pepper together here. I also have a large head of green cabbage. I have a pot of salted water on boil. I have cut out the core and I'm going to put this entire head into that salted water and let it cook for 2 minutes. I'm going to put the lid over that pot so that the cabbage doesn't float. After that, the cabbage will go into a colander and it will be set aside until it's cool enough to handle. I'm going to use my tongs to get it into that hot water. I will also be using the avocado oil when it's time to cook the beef. I have a medium yellow onion chopped. I have 4 tablespoons of minced garlic. As I said, the paprika is in with the salt and the pepper. So that's 1 teaspoon of paprika, 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper, and 1.5 teaspoons of kosher salt. I'm using 1 pound of ground beef. I have 1 tablespoon of tomato paste. I have drained my diced tomatoes, which also has chilies in it. And I have prepared here my cauliflower rice. I have 1 large egg beaten. And since I'm using dried dill and not fresh, it called for 1/4 cup of fresh, which would be 1/8 cup of dried, which is 2 tablespoons. And I have 14.5 ounces of canned tomato sauce. So right now I'm going to take this cabbage over to the pot, boil it for 2 minutes, and then I'll meet you back here. The cabbage has boiled for 2 minutes on each side. I am going to very gently remove it from the hot water, place it in this colander, and let it sit until the leaves are cool enough to handle. Now we're going to move on to the filling. The oven has now been turned on to heat at 350. I'm going to add the oil to the frying pan. So I'm letting the oil heat up. The oil is hot. I'm going to start by adding in the diced tomatoes. Just going to cook those on medium-high. Onions are going to cook for about 4 to 6 minutes until they become translucent. And after that, I will add in the garlic. Now I'm going to add in the garlic. Next, I'm adding in the salt, the pepper, and the sweet paprika. Now I'm going to add in the beef. And I'm just going to cook this for about 4 minutes until it's brown. My meat has browned nicely. I'm going to stir in the tomato paste. Next, I'm going to stir in the diced tomatoes. Now I'm just going to let this simmer. It will simmer for just about 1 minute. Now that the mixture has come to a simmer, I'm going to stir in my cauliflower rice. I'm going to turn the heat off. Now I'm just going to set this mixture aside and let it cool. This is a good point in time to taste, see if it needs any additional seasoning. Mine doesn't need anything, but check for salt, pepper, and once this all cools off, we'll start finalizing the stage of the cabbage roll. The mix is now cool to the touch, and I'm going to add in the slightly beaten egg. And I'm adding in the 1/8 of a cup of dill. Just going to get all of this mixed together, and I'm going to head over to the counter where the cabbage leaves have cooled. It's a good idea to check the taste of your mixture, keeping in mind that we have a raw egg in it, and so maybe keep that taste very, very small. So now, after mixing the egg and the dill pretty thoroughly in, I'm going to head over to the counter. I have a 9 by 13 inch baking dish, and I have the 14 ounces of tomato sauce. Ten of these cabbage leaves. So I'm going to begin by putting 1/3 of the sauce into the bottom of this dish. I'm going to put a small amount. We're going to start by folding in the side edges. Let's see. Start with the left, the right, then the left. And then I'll roll them and place that into the dish. So I'm going to keep this going until this dish is full. The oven is preheating to 350, and then I will put them into the oven. The oven has preheated to 350 degrees. I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, about 14 cabbage rolls. Just going to spread some sauce over them. Next, I'm going to cover them with aluminum foil and cook them for about 1.5 hours. Going into the oven, and I'll meet you back here. The cabbage rolls have cooked for 1 hour and 15 minutes. I've allowed them to rest under the foil paper for 10 minutes. Be careful when you open it. Allow the steam to escape away from you. And we have our cabbage rolls. Now I must say I got a lot of meals out of this mixture. If you are a small family, you might want to consider just doing half. I actually have another small tray over there that I can freeze for later. And the leftover cabbage and beef I stirred together, and that will be dinner tonight. So if you like cabbage rolls, I'm sure you'll love this. Only as I prepared it, I knew it would be delicious just because of the ingredients that I placed in it. I did substitute some ingredients, so if you're not into spicy, just stick with the cubed tomatoes in sauce. And I did drain those. So once this cools off, it will be ready for dinner, and bon appetit.